Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, first of all, I am really thrilled to have this interaction with you. And on behalf of the Literary and Debate Committee, thank you for taking out your time. So, ma'am, I'll start with the interview right away. Okay.
But before you proceed, I also want to thank you, all the members of Literary and Debate Committee, and especially all students whom you are representing today, Ayushi. Thank you so much for coming up with this proposal to interview and to understand how I'm feeling. There's no one who ever asked this question in 2 years' time. You are the first people who are coming, so I feel happy for that, in fact. Thank you to you as well as all students of Faculty of Law.
Okay, sure. I'll proceed now with your permission.
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, we are having this conversation almost 6 months after you joining us as the Dean of Faculty of Law. So, how is your transition going so far?
It's going on very well because you all students are making it so good. So I should say that the actually I don't think there's any transition happening because I was very much part of the MIT WPO family and almost before I took this responsibility of Faculty of Law. So it was I was aware about Faculty of Law and it was just taking that responsibility. So it went off very well. And I think the transition, if you say, it was very smooth. And it was smooth because of all the faculty as well as the students, loving students who are there at Faculty of Law who had always been, very supportive.
Yes, of course. Between the times you have joined School of Law, the pandemic had an enormous impact on whole of world. And so, how has it impacted your role as a dean in you know, in this department and other departments, giving everything is virtual?
Yeah. So actually, Ayush, uh, in fact, I will say that the pandemic has helped and empowered us. Maybe some people might take it differently, but I will say it has empowered us. And it has empowered us technologically, due to which we could do multiple things at one point of time. If I tell you right now, also there are 2, 3 meetings parallelly happening right now in this office itself. Uh, which is not possible in physical world. It is possible in virtual world to be at multiple location at and catering multiple things in at very comfortably and easily. Like just now before coming here, I was into another meeting. I completed that 15 minutes here, 15 minutes here, and I could manage all those meeting within fraction of second by moving here and there. Had it been physical space, moving from one room to another room, it would have been more.
Now, that is
So I
a
will say
reason. Sorry,
that
sorry, you
because
continue.
yeah, technology, since we are using technology, it is empowering us. And you have seen that spectrum, we had online competition. Even had it been your summer vacation and normal situation, you would not have got that. Since it was pandemic, even though you were in summer vacation, you got the benefit of this competition, spectrum, samvad. In fact, even student side, if I see, you people are also working more. And I could do that because I was a director for distance directorate. So I was equipped with technological use, which one day before this lockdown was to happen, I took all my faculty to computer lab, and then I gave them the training how to create the link. It took me 1 month, 1 hour to make them, and one success by one faculty. Oh, ma'am, I could make that link. So 1 hour it took. I mean, because arts faculty also were more prone to that face-to-face teaching. So making them to understand, creating link, opening your video, this is you need to do, this is you can screen your video also, you can show your PPT also, you can be on audio also and recording also, all those things. Of course, at that point of time, it was a very uphill task. Now I see all students, all faculty experts. So I will say that because of this pandemic, uh, we switched to technology, which has empowered us. And it has empowered us that even in your vacation time, you people are working. you are doing something or the other thing all the time, whether it is Riddhi Samvad, whether it is Spectrum, whether it is Sofa Talks, whether it is a student Samvad. So I think you people are equally empowered, and we need to thank university for that, for empowering technology. So my experience plus IT infrastructure, I think it helped, and we all are empowered. And we are doing more, much better and more than what we could have done in the normal face-to-face situation, because summer vacation, we are hardly available. You are hardly available to us. So I think you people are also doing good job.
That's a very interesting point of view. Ma'am,
I know.
yes, ma'am, and being the dean of such huge and different departments, and now it's a big family, FLFMJ and law. And ma'am, it won't be an easy task for you. I mean, it would become tiring at some point of time. So I would want to know what is your secret mantra to handling it so well. We all want
Of
to know
course,
that.
Ayush. Frankly speaking, it's a very, very challenging task. Very, very challenging task, because if you say School of Liberal Arts or Faculty of Liberal Arts, the temperament, the tempo of the school, the nature of the school, the personality of the school is different. School of Media and Journalism, same thing, the absolutely different. Fine arts, absolutely different. Law, absolutely altogether different. So it is like, having different people and making them to sit together, work together, and achieve targets together. Yes, it was absolutely not an easy task, but I think probably I could do that because of the care approach, and making them to understand the importance of a team working. So they were all individual workers, and now they understand importance of team working, not only within the school but across FLFMJ and law, and now they themselves are more active in because that understanding has percolated down as a integrated part of team working, that okay and then they also understood that if we are dividing the work, things are happening easy. This work can be done by law school, this can be done by fine arts, this can be by liberal arts, this can be by media, and every time it is on rotation basis, that this time this school will be leading and others will be supporting, this time this school will be leading, others will be supporting, and all school are given equal attention, so there's no fight. There may be fight, but then it is manageable.
Of course, ma'am. Also, yes, ma'am, continue.
Approach, uh, good decision in a conflicting situation, and partial approach rather than I think that is helping in keeping them all together. And these are absolutely different personality, I should say, whether it is Faculty of Liberal Arts, Visual Art, Media and Journalism, Law, and the requirements are also absolutely different.
Yes, ma'am, I've seen you. You're attending almost every event. You're always there. So I was like, wow, this is so great. You're personally there to encourage everybody of us. Yes, ma'am. So moving forward, ma'am, you've been one of the founding stones, we can say, for National Law University, Jodhpur. And now you are associated again with a law school that is again laying down its founding stones right now. So I'm curious about your philosophy on how to lead an organization with so many stakeholders here, be it students, be it faculty or staff. How do you do it?
Huh. Yeah. So, in fact, 7 years my association with Law University, that too in the foundation years, where when you are founding faculty member, you have more responsibility, because you have, as a founding faculty member, you are also working on developing the systems and processes. Like after 5 years, 7 years, if I talk about this MITWQ faculty of law, systems and processes will be in place. And if any new person is joining, it is he only or she only who has to adjust. But when you are in the foundation years, everything you have to build brick by brick. So that is one thing that I got to work in good number of organization like that, and whether it is NIT University, where also I was one of the founding member, National Law University, they're also one of the founding member, and here also, if you see, liberal arts, fine arts, media and journalism, they all started with me. they all started growing with my presence. So yeah, it is, close communication, coordinated communication with students, parents, and all stakeholders, faculty members. At the same time, having transparency and open discussion about whatever issues. Like I remember law student coming that you are giving us too much of moot court, don't give us. And I said, okay, I'm willing to do that. So you shift to BA. We are not going to give you liberal art. You take a BA and nobody is going to ask you to go for moot court there. But if you are a law student, this is your backbone and you need to stand on that. And I think now that has percolated well amongst the students, because you presented your side, we presented our side, because there's no point going backless, spineless after 5 years of your program. You should go very strong, very, very straight, very, very tall in all your learnings. So that is there, but managing all stakeholders through open communication, well coordinated communication with parents, students, and available for them all the time, which I am there. And I tell my faculty also, and I'm telling through you all the students also, I'm available 24/7. Anytime you people can call me. So that there. And again, this earlier point which I said, I will like to repeat: care approach, transparent way of working, neutral, and taking correct decision at correct time and appropriate time, and quick decision probably, rather than waiting for things to get bad and then acting. Proactiveness, which I take proactive measure, and I make my faculty also to take proactive measure. Now you see LRCR meeting is happening on weekly basis, so that quickly whatever is the student issue we can understand and immediately it can be addressed in that week itself. So that way we are working. And feedback, whatever feedback is coming from whichever, I go for 360-degree feedback. Even I take my own feedback from my faculty. So I make them even give them that opportunity even to share what they feel, and positive, negative, whatever. So we should not be taking criticism negative. That is also just a feedback. So, and then working on those feedback, even if it is coming from student, I work on, I make everyone accountable to take actions on whatever feedback it is coming, good or bad. So I think that is the way I'm handling, and I hope it will help maybe Ayushi, because you are listening to that.
No, it's really, really good. I mean, you mentioned the mood court wala part. I had a talk with our juniors and they told us that they had a meeting with you. And I was like, why are you pushing it back? It's such a nice improvement. Like, we needed it in our first years. But now we are getting it, and we're really grateful for that, ma'am. That assignment is literally, I mean, it was hectic, but then again, it was so much knowledgeable. I got to learn a lot. I mean, all of third years for that matter.
Yeah, and even your assignments, when student came that no, we get so many assignments. Now you have seen there's a change on the day one of your trimester. In fact, 15 days before your trimester started, you all had your assignments in your hand on what you are supposed to work for the next trimester. All your assignments, your submission calendar, your events calendar, your activity calendar, your academic calendar, everything is there in your hand so that you can plan well, because the student, I think second year, now you are promoted to third year.
No, we are
So
promoted to fourth year. I was in third year, so now I'm fourth year.
Part of the discussion or not, I don't know, where they came बहुत सारा assignments है और ये है वो है. That was another school. So I said we will make it interesting. And then I said video presentation, and our students are working so well now. Same thing coming in such a better way and interesting way, and students only doing that, coming up with the video presentation, poster presentation, strict. They're going for role play methods to talk about law. So it is now coming in a different way. And in fact, I told Dr. Purnima and all faculty members also, faculty of law, we have to have independent study project also. And any student getting some competition and winning that competition, we will consider that also for continuous assessment, mood court competition and all. So whatever feedback comes, I take immediate action and timely action. I think that helps.
Yeah. Ma'am, as you're speaking at the upcoming second international conference on applied psychology and business management that is organized by International Association for Technology, Education and Language Studies, and also you'll be giving the keynote address. So, ma'am, how are you tailoring your presentation to fit to that particular audience? I guess it's in Istanbul,
Yes.
mostly.
So the simple answer to that is research. And then your experience helps you to talk on any aspects. And then I being from sociology, which is already having some aspects of psychology, because when I say psychology, it is individual mindset. When I say sociology, it is group mindset. And individual mindset is not different from group mindset. So that way it is easy for me if I'm talking in some psychology conference, being from sociology background. And then another thing which helps me to take such kind of risky affairs is that multidisciplinary knowledge which I could acquire as part of my student life. And I think today also I'm a student and continuing that learnings never end and every day is a new learning, so that way studentship continues throughout the life. So being from law background, I got opportunity to learn law. I got opportunity to learn management. I got opportunity to learn science. Basically, I was a science student, then sociology, then anthropology. All that helps, and where there is some element of psychology automatically. Even for law students, psychology is very, very important. Understanding the psychology of your judge or of your clients, and making a good impact. That impact will come if you are good at psychology. So that is there. But I got an invitation from that conference organizer, so I thought I should accept that. And I think it would be a more learning for me to develop that paper. But I'm happy, Ayushi, you are following me, or what? I mean, how do you get to know about that? This is just yesterday news.
Ma'am, I'm always after Pronio, ma'am, for all of these things. So she helps me a lot to keep track of everything.
Yeah, Pranima in itself, she's very dynamic faculty.
I totally
But ma'am,
agree.
we are truly trying to just follow your footsteps, ma'am. Only following your footsteps.
Okay, ma'am, last question. I won't take much of your time. So all of
But
us,
before you proceed, I just want to tell you one more point that Pranima and myself, we developed a paper, and Pranima made a very wonderful presentation on that.
wow.
And she's awarded with certificate also, and maybe her paper will also be published. So Ayushi, you can also work along with us, and we can write joint papers.
Yes, ma'am, that is so great.
This is indeed miraculous. I think hardly I have seen anywhere the scope of like faculty collaborating, but Dean ma'am giving this opportunities to the students is unique. So Ayushi, you are really lucky.
Oh, indeed,
Other
it's very
student, other interested student as well, please convey my message to all of them.
yes,
Sure,
ma'am,
ma'am.
sure.
Sure. I will. I will.
Okay,
Any
ma'am.
student intending to write research paper along with me, they're most welcome.
Yes, ma'am, of course. We all are. Okay, so proceeding to the last question. Ma'am, all of us, especially the female students at MIT, FLFMJ and law, are so much inspired by you as you are at a position that has been stereotypically been a male dominated sector. So what is your take on being a female leader in today's world?
So first of all, I feel thankful to all of you. Thank you so much for taking me as the inspiration. I think there are many, many more better models, and please go for that. And for me, you people are more inspiration and motivation. So coming to this, of course, there's a stereotype in the society, male, female, that distinction remains. But probably I have crossed that barrier. For me, it is just I'm working with my colleagues. I don't differentiate male and female. Probably it's not there in my mind at all, even when students are there. Maybe at some point of time where there's some consideration needed. That time there may be some like, okay, she's female, she needs some help or some care or maybe some extra cautious. So that way, for me, it is just, my colleague or something. I hardly go to that. But coming back to the society mindset, where societal perceptions and the stereotype, I think in this contemporary society, that shackle has been broken, and I would like to give credit to technology again for that. Why? Because operating a computer, it is easy even for females, it's equally easy for males, as compared to initial time where physical strength used to be there for fighting and agriculture, and the way we had come up from the primitive stages, where bravery, macho man or physical strength, and female being, not that physically strong, and people has to show their physical strength to be the king or maybe the leader in that area. But I think that requirement is not there. Now, physical strength is not that important. Intellectual strength is more important, and that is also, I think, one of the reason that females, they could progress so well. And because when it comes to intellectual strength or usage, females are equally competent. When it comes to physical strength uses, which was a requirement of earlier society, where they have to go for hunting or for where females did have some limitation, or climbing the mountain or doing farming. Females have some limitation due to physical, somewhere they are softer as compared to males. So this technological world, the requirement of society, which is now more towards intellectual wealth and strength rather than physical strength, I think this is breaking the shackle, and which is helping people like me or females like me to at least go on. And another very important reason is, of course, the family support. If there's a family support, then only you can move on. So that is there, but that gender stereotype, of course, that remains, because till today that male dominance in the top leadership position is there. So somewhere at some point of time, that glass ceiling effect definitely will be there. And many a times we do feel that, but I think we need to break that with better working and more strong working. I think that way we need to lead. And since we are coming in a different way for the first time, this generation, my generation, if you say, as compared to independence, like my parents or your parents who were too much struggling, there was no support. It was not considered good for women to work. At least my time, it was hidden, but it was not considered bad to work if women are working. And your time, where it is required by the society, women also need to work, considering the financial implication, and it's not so easy to face the financial requirements of life, where both male and female, they have to work. So that is also helping in breaking the gender stereotype. But I agree, that remains. And today also, for the top positions, males are preferred. And there's obvious reason for that also, because female have their own primary, still female is associated with the primary role of taking care of household affairs. So that remains, and even for all ladies, including myself, that remains the primary, even though that may always remain secondary, and official commitment will be on primary, but consideration will always be like that. But I agree, Ayushi, that these challenges will be there, and we need to accept that challenges, and we need to go ahead of those challenges and need to make new ways.
Yes. This is so nice. You give technology so much, positive. Your take is so positive on technology, whereas today everybody is like hating technology. So that is so.
Don't do that. Embrace. That's what even I told my faculty. They also were like, oh, we are not liking ये सारे time इसके screen के साथ बैठ करके इसका we are glued to the screen, ये है वो है fatigue है. I said, you are surviving because of this. And this is new normal. Why not to love it? Embrace So I gave them the logo, embrace technology. Now through you, I'm giving to the student, embrace technology, because this is the new normal and this only is going to help you in coming days to lead.
Of course.
Yeah, but that's the truth also, Ayushi, that why women could go further, because anyone working on computer, male female doesn't matter, but when you are into the field और आपको खेत में हल जोतना है तो फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ चाहिए. कोई जंग है उसमें तलवार चलाना है तो फिजिकल स्ट्रेंथ चाहिए. उधर थोड़ा सा हमारे लेडीज का वीकनेस है and we should accept that, but not here. Not when you are on computers, not when you are into intellectual domain, not when you have to create intellectual wealth. So there, that's why women can and are marching ahead, and they are more progressive as compared to males who are more into, I don't want to, don't please record this particular thing, who are into ego clashes. We also have ego
I
clashes.
think we'll be in a good position to release the second edition of Blend Map. So of course we'll send it to you for review, and once you okay it, we will publish it everywhere.
Thank you so much, Pranima, for organizing and coordinating for this interaction with Ayushi. And I feel so happy, Ayushi, that you came up and you thought of me. You thought of interacting with me and to know about me, how I am feeling, what challenges I am facing, and how I am keeping myself positive. Because all kinds of challenges, more challenges every time, a new different challenge is there on my way. Every day is a new challenging day.
I think, ma'am,
frankly.
with your permission, we would like to
Yeah.
tag this interview as positivity booster.
Yes, for me, because Ayushi is here to ask me.
Wow.
No, ma'am, it's a positive booster for me, I guess. I mean, you both are so much empowering. So this is very nice.
So great, ma'am. Thank you so much once again. And Ayushi, I think you can formally close this with ma'am's permission.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Ma'am, thank you so much. Thanks.
Okay,
Hope to
Ayushi,
see
all
you
the best.
soon.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. Take care, ma'am. Bye.